Well, it's been a few months since I got a video up. I had a computer, but it got fried. Electronical drawing. And when we left the trucking industry last, we were flow working up north with also another crew from down here in Texas. So I went down to the Minute with the other flow company I was working with, and they had the company shut down. So I went down to Minute on a continent level and then flowed in my next job, which was Arizona and here simultaneously for an end result of over here. But anyway, there was a couple of different flow changes out there. One's Greyhound bus, actually, like a couple of them, like 3 or 6 or something like that, and repacks and builds right off with the people with little on the body and the bus and big flow showing up and like crash a bus stuff and blow a bus stuff up and continent uproots and all kinds of good stuff. So after that, I came over here and there's been lots of work, so I'm going to do that on a different video. This video is mainly for the Sodom and Gomorrah placements on the penis and vagina areas. We got a couple of different crews that kicked in some knowledge up north, and when we got down here, I went to work with it. With the on the body styles up there, it was trying to find a silicone style of encasing the penis and the testicles. And now it's actually progressed more than that. Now it's a matter of pretty much buying a pair of tighty whities, but the boxer short versions, and then taking a t-shirt and then cutting a 4.5-inch strip by about 10 or 12, 13 inches, and then getting a sewing kit and then sewing down the seams and then around the bottom so it's like a really big pocket, like a regular pocket. Then you take a plastic baggie and then you cut the seams, then you unfold it, and then the little lip, you cut the seams and you fold it out to about yay long. Or you can buy a small trash bag and then fold it over to about 4 inches, and then you line it all the way down past the anus and everything from the front. And then the flow that shows up behind the backside of the testicles or the anus or the penis or the vagina, it's a unisex safe style of getting through that whole flow. Like, we just pulled through some of the nastiest flow setups, Sodom and Gomorrah setups, in the last 48 hours right here in Texas. And forget the name of it. Oh, Pasadena. With a few other flow crews and other females from up north that we've been working with, including some family and friends, and some show, and a little bit of government on and off, and locals and law enforcement and stuff like normal. And people's parts showing up even in population and just bouncing right off like a condom. I am very serious too. And so that's actually really good. Even the setup style for the forced waves and other sided fighting setups, like where stuff would go down to the most minute, I went in with a few different people for those setup styles, and it's still impenetrable, which means even though the small little parts that show up to set somebody up or to destroy a whole flow, even though they show up and the little parts kind of slide underneath the like the baggie or your jock strap or whatever, it still don't matter. When it pulls in the larger flow, it bounces right off and packs itself perfectly. Like, I am not even joking. And so it's been happening, you know, not only with me sitting in a ticket box, but also in a truck still and vehicles. So I've been photographing and all that, and now I got a camera back. Probably be back to videotaping also. And so I had to send a signal to China last night, to Attila and a few of the other gynecologists we've been working with since up north, and it's definitely a proven. It ain't even in test phase. That shit was in test phase for 5 fucking minutes. Excuse me, I had to answer somebody else really quick. A few different styles of communication, a lot of right way talking, and angel level talking and dealing with bodies and stuff down here, and it's all going phenomenal. Actually, whole lot of truth, man. Like, some of the worst messes and worst setups are just blowing through, man. And even the ping pong effects, like where you'd have like 2 double stages with in between ones on both sides simultaneously balanced, which is what I do because I'm a Gemini. And it's like you build up so much and then it double pumpers into the continent or it flows out to another area, and then it comes out fucking perfect. It's going really good, actually. It's like a lot of the stuff we did up north in the east-west coast stuff, except this is like a part of the north and south alignment, which is only in different timings, actually. And since, some other flow crew, my friends ever since children are down here, it's where we used to be lied to and manipulated when we were small ones and also teenagers, but we could always sense it and tell, and when you're dealing with like people wondering how much somebody else that they known or have known in several styles since children, we've just been doing it with the truth. Laughing and joking and converting amounts, set it off styles, anger, snap effect styles. I've been getting down to the minute synchronized breathing, stopping Sodom and Gomorrah setups. I've been doing a whole lot of badass shit on the body, man. I got a lot of stuff aimed at me, a lot of stuff aimed at a lot of the other people that I know, other crews, different time periods, because some of this shit goes back a long time. Some of it goes back a lot longer than people realize. And I happen to have all that information. I'm fucking serious, so I don't lie about it. I share it. And as it is now, we got a few hundred watchers and viewers on a planet level. And it's still all encrypted in Gemini. Oh, you guys like that little picture in the smoke a second ago, huh? Like that tattoo on my leg I showed you guys in one of the other videos? Yeah, that was one of our sides right there for a split second. Yeah, it's because I got some on the body. My friend Jemmy, she's still in Gemini mode. Little female from up north. Well, one of the 4 styles of sickness, or to get somebody murdered, cost her her life in Gemini mode with me, like Dime and Chris Kyle. And after she died, the bigger flows merged together to take me out too. And I survived, and I beat that flow, so minimized more amounts, and it's pretty much like the other flows, down to 99%, and no deaths, but barely touches, so you can still see some visibleness on the videos. Yes, it is allowed to be talked about. Now I'm hearing it's not allowed to be talked about, and yes, the fuck it is. It's only a handful of mental health guys and a couple of other fucking angels fucking with shit at a different time period and then flowing it through. I'm serious. I don't give a fuck if they don't want to look fucking bad or not. You all knew fucking 12, 14 years ago you guys had to start turning that shit around to the right ways. So, we still have Core Killer. The amounts are just getting waxed. You know what I mean? There's so fucking many of us in different areas. Even Steffi came in last night. Yeah, Lady Gaga Steffi. Like, down to the most minute. And we were basically, because it's Adam and Eve style in Sodom and Gomorrah, and our families were there. So I was basically like, go ahead and try. That's how sure I am about this new style. So she got down to the minute with some of the most up close and personal setups for that whole style, and kept bouncing away to her and Chippendale to like almost totally fucking perfect in one shot. I'm serious too, man. And when you're dealing with somebody else's wife, it's got to be the honest truth, or it could go bad like real quick. You know what I mean? But I've been all the right way Gemini. I don't do none of that dumb shit. So, I just make it known, and if it needs to be a real truth conversation, then I fucking do just that. Because I've been on the right way side of everything, man. Like, long time. Beons. Zeons. Eons. Longer than eons. Zeons. So, anyway, we're just going to make this a quick video. There's going to be a lot more information getting recorded, and I have hundreds of gigs worth. I am not even joking. Flow mixes, you guys name it, that are watching this. You got a question, just call 520-308-9729. Tell me what you got going on. Be more than happy to send you email, pictures, photos, certain things. I don't really post a lot of the photos I have online because the flow cycles change a lot, and we're constantly evolving and fixing them. And for a lot of crews, there's a lot of on the body, and been sensing some repetitive setups and threats, and people's parts getting hurt a little bit here and there, and we've been having to stop and correct and fix, and in an ever-changing population world. sometimes not only in the trucking industry, but out here in the mainstream of life, things get a little rough sometimes. So I've been personally staying calm and nice and trying to help people through some stuff in Gemini mode on and off, and where I get some time. I can't do it nonstop because the amount of flows and the sizes of them, and the amount of work that I've done for years and years and years. It ain't all on the body. The whole objective is to get away from on the body and away from the vehicles with your spiritual sides. You know what I mean? For right way pack, right way flow work, right way movement off the planet, right way continent clanning, same with tribalness. And I've been working and sharing a lot of information with a lot of tribalness and clanly sides. I've been through a lot of repeated years of dumb shit. But anyway, some interactive stuff coming from oh, I like that little switch move and clean job, huh? Fully visible on the smoke as always. Ron Juniors. That's the translation. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So we got some repetitive flow, a couple cross drafts, a couple forced accident styles, a couple continent track downs, a couple key cyclic combinations that were in different time period and holds. Let's see, the military internet stuff that me and Verizon and some of the military crews went in with up north, including my daughter, went down pretty good in less than about 4 or 5 minutes, even to full clean area, like inside the trailer. And then it cycled to a different flow, and they went like government and then show, and then the exact opposite of that at a different time period would have been show and then government in the same styles, because there's still some remnants of readings of not only animals being overloaded and changed like birds and stuff, but so dog shit cleanup, and where people are supposed to be going up, they're going down, and where their parts, some fully visible in the sky, not too much, small moments of time and seeing. Some of us are different seer styles, and some of us are in between time periods, so I'm teaching some people how to manipulate time periods with key cyclics and in the use of digital cameras, like we discussed before, and looking in the smoke and all natural ways like that. There's just lots of stuff, so we're going to leave this video at this, and we're going to get it up online. And for all the rest of you guys that are dedicated watchers, sorry it took me so long. I was homeless for a little bit and a little low on cash. Kind of lost everything again, so I'm starting from scratch again. Later, everybody. Yeah, I can see you in the camera, in my left side. What's up, girl? Later.